Learn English to Hindi polite requests. Could you please, may I, shall we with.
क्या
And.
हम
Welcome to polite survival mode. Hey, you are about to sound impressively polite in Hindi, which is excellent because sounding polite is cheaper than buying everyone snacks. Today you will learn how to ask nicely, carefully, and with just enough charm to make doors, windows, and maybe even people open. Imagine you arrive in India, you need help, and your brain offers only 3 words, hello, tea, and panic. Fear not. This chapter gives you the golden toolkit of polite requests. You will use
क्या आप कृपया
for, could you please, or, would you please, the more grand and formal.
क्या आप इतने कृपालु होंगे
For, would you be so kind, the respectful permission phrase.
क्या मैं सकती हूँ
For, may I, the group friendly.
क्या हम सकते हैं
For, could we, and the suggestion style.
क्या हम
For, would we, and, shall we. You are not just learning phrases. You are learning how to sound like a civilized human instead of a very confident pigeon. Your main polite magic words. Let's meet the stars of today's chapter. Say them slowly, like you are practicing for a role as the world's kindest detective. First spell, could you please, is
क्या आप कृपया
a respectful and useful phrase for everyday requests. Second spell, would you be so kind, is
क्या आप इतने कृपालु होंगे
this sounds more formal, elegant, and slightly like you own a silk scarf. Third spell, may I, is
क्या मैं सकती हूँ
use this when you ask permission. Fourth spell, would you please, can also be expressed naturally as
क्या आप कृपया
conveniently, Hindi lets this one do double duty. Fifth spell, could we, is
क्या हम सकते हैं
this is for polite requests involving a group. Sixth spell, would we, is
क्या हम
seventh spell, may I, again, because it is important and apparently very popular, is still.
क्या मैं सकती हूँ
And finally, shall we, is also.
क्या हम
One phrase, 2 jobs. Very efficient. If this phrase had a resume, it would be impressive. Scene 1. The window emergency. Now let's put these phrases into a tiny story. No thriller needs more drama than a room with a closed window. You are sitting in a warm room. Too warm. The air is so still that even your thoughts are sweating. You look at the person near the window and say politely,
क्या आप कृपया खिड़की खोल सकते हैं
could you please open the window? If you want a similar version with a slightly different English feel, you can think,
क्या आप कृपया खिड़की खोलेंगे
would you please open the window? And if you suddenly become unbelievably formal, perhaps because you are in a palace or a very fancy office, you say,
क्या आप इतने कृपालु होंगे कि खिड़की खोल दे
would you be so kind as to open the window? Same goal. More elegance. More curtains. More imaginary orchestra. Scene 2. May I enter without causing social chaos? Permission phrases are your best friends. They help you avoid awkwardness, collisions, and walking into the wrong room like a confused goat. You knock on a door and ask,
क्या मैं अंदर आ सकती हूँ
may I come in? In class, you raise your hand and say,
क्या मैं एक सवाल पूछ सकती हूँ
may I ask a question? You see an empty chair and ask,
क्या मैं यहाँ बैठ सकती हूँ
may I sit here? Tiny memory trick.
क्या
Starts the question.
मैं
Means I, and.
सकती हूँ
Gives the polite, may I, can I, feeling. So when you hear,
क्या मैं सकती हूँ
your brain should whisper, ah yes, permission mode activated. Scene 3. Group plans and group confusion. Things get interesting when more than one person is involved, because now you need teamwork language. Or at least language for pretending your group has a plan. Suppose you and your friends arrive somewhere and want to ask together. You say,
क्या हम अब शुरू कर सकते हैं
could we start now? Or maybe you ask,
क्या हम बाद में बात कर सकते हैं?
could we talk later? If you want to suggest something together, use
क्या हम?
so you can say,
क्या हम अब जाएं?
shall we go now? Or even, would we go now, depending on context. You can also say,
क्या हम बैठक शुरू करें?
shall we start the meeting? Congratulations! You can now sound organized, even if your group still has absolutely no idea where it is going. Funny dialogue at the hotel desk. Let's make it lively with a mini dialogue. Listen for the polite patterns and imagine everyone being dramatically respectful. Guest, excuse me.
क्या आप कृपया मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं?
Could you please help me? Receptionist, of course. Guest,
क्या आप कृपया उसे दोहरा सकते हैं?
could you please repeat that? Guest, suddenly feeling very fancy.
क्या आप इतने कृपालु होंगे कि मुझे रास्ता बता दे?
Would you be so kind as to show me the way? Receptionist, now impressed. Certainly. Guest,
क्या मैं एक सवाल पूछ सकती हूँ?
may I ask a question? Guest turns to travel companion.
क्या हम यहाँ बैठ सकते हैं?
Could we sit here? Travel companion.
क्या हम अब जाएं?
Shall we go now? Narrator voice. And that, dear listener, is how a simple hotel lobby became a festival of excellent manners. Quick drill. You say it. Your turn. I give the English and you imagine saying the Hindi out loud. Extra points if you use your best polite face. Could you please help me?
क्या आप कृपया मेरी मदद कर सकते हैं?
Would you be so kind as to wait here?
क्या आप इतने कृपालु होंगे कि यहाँ प्रतीक्षा करें?
May I come in?
क्या मैं अंदर आ सकती हूँ?
Would you please wait here?
क्या आप कृपया यहाँ इंतजार करेंगे?
Could we talk now?
क्या हम अब बात कर सकते हैं?
Would we meet tomorrow?
क्या हम कल मिले?
May I sit here?
क्या मैं यहाँ बैठ सकती हूँ?
Shall we begin?
क्या हम शुरू करें?
Tiny culture tip with a smile. Here is the social superpower behind these phrases. Politeness is not just grammar. It is atmosphere. In Hindi, respectful phrasing often matters as much as the message itself. Using
आप,
for formal, you, and words like
कृपया,
helps your request sound warm and considerate. A direct command can sound abrupt, but
क्या आप कृपया,
softens the whole interaction. And if you use
क्या आप इतने कृपालु होंगे?
you may sound extra formal, literary, or wonderfully dramatic. Not every grocery store needs royal court energy, but it is nice to have options. Final challenge and friendly goodbye. Before we finish, take one deep breath and repeat your favorites. You are building real speaking reflexes now. Try saying these once more.
क्या आप कृपया, क्या आप इतने कृपालु होंगे? क्या मैं सकती हूँ? क्या हम सकते हैं? क्या हम?
Beautiful. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing, keep repeating, and do not worry if it feels slow at first. Every polite phrase you use makes your Hindi stronger and your conversation smoother. Thanks for listening, and keep practicing a little every day.